Hi, it's Megan. I'm here to talk about the first sleek palette I ever got. So I've been reading about these sleek palettes, and they range from about $9.99 to $11.99. You can get them through the UK, which it's a UK brand, which I don't know. I guess some of the stuff they ship to the US and others of the stuff they don't. But every time I go on the Sleek site, there's like a way to hit payment that I've never heard of before, and I'm always, I don't know. But you can get them on Amazon. So I got this one on Amazon. I think I paid $10.99, and then I paid like $2.50 in shipping. I don't know. I have a soft spot for anything Arabian Nights. I loved the book when I was a kid. And it's 0.36 ounces. This is a limited edition, so it will be available for as long as it's available. And they say it has deep tones of green, blue, and gold. And their formula is supposed to be super pigmented and long lasting. This is the first time I've tried the palette, so I can't say if other palettes are as good or worse. I've read a lot of reviews of them, and it seems to me that consistently I've heard that they're really a good value for the money. They're not always perfect, but I don't know. I think even with the higher end brands, they're not always perfect. So mine already has makeup on it. I can't wipe it off. I just tried. This is what it looks like. And let me put that down a little. It's a plastic case. And I open it up. It's got a brush, which of course I didn't use. And it's got a mirror, which I won't show. It's got these 12 shades. And then it's got a plastic overlay with names on it, but that always confuses me. Sorry, I got out of the light there for a minute. So these are the shades. So first, and this particular palette, by the way, says on the Sleek site, this one will not ship to the US for whatever reason. Like I said, there seems to be no rhyme or reason as to what will or what won't, but this one will not. So what did I think overall? Overall, I actually really thought the quality was pretty good. This particular set of shades, while I love all this Arabian Nights stuff, I love the Jasmine Princess stuff, I love the book Arabian Nights, I love all that stuff. I don't know, it's exotic, it's fun, it's just ornate, it's beautiful, the colors are so rich. They're very jewel toned and more cool than warm, and I am really lucky in that I can wear cool and warm tones both, but that doesn't mean that they all look as good on me as the others do. So I thought this one veered a little bit dark on me, and I thought it veered a little bit cool toned. So that's on me. If someone's cool toned and those are the type of colors that look good on them, this is the perfect palette for them. Some palettes are going to be better for some people and others for others, right? And so, and I feel like when I was younger, things were way too cool toned in the makeup world, and now I feel the opposite. Now I feel like, fine by me, but I feel like they've swung a little too warm tone. So I think this is a cooler tone palette, and it's got some really great, deep, rich shades, and you can build them up. I have them on with a primer. I felt like the wear without a primer wasn't the greatest. It was still good. I still got 6 to 7 hours, but I don't know. I felt like with a primer, these really popped and were just stunning. So I kind of feel like when you have really deep, rich, cool tones like this, if you want them to pop, just totally go with the primer. If you want them to look a little bit more light or faded or whatever, which sometimes I do because I don't like it quite so strong and built up, then don't wear the primer. But if you really want to get, I think, the full beauty of these shades, they work better with primer, personally. So, and then the other thing I thought was that these are all darker, great for lining, for kind of shading, shadowing, all that kind of stuff, putting in the crease or the outer part of the eye. They didn't have a lot of light shades, so I kind of feel like for me, I need to balance this with adding a few lighter shades. Although the 2 light shades that they have, I loved. So it's just that there were only 2 of them versus, 10 of the other shades, so I'll use them up fastest. The texture is blendable, it's creamy. I thought that some of the darker colors kind of blended in each other a little bit too much, so I couldn't see where one began and the other ended, so that might be good if you like things that blend so seamlessly and you can't tell the difference between the 2 colors. But if you really want to be able to pick out one color versus the other, again, this probably isn't the palette for you. But I did really like it. So first, Shahrazad, remember she's the princess from 101 Nights. Shahrazad's Tale. This is, let's do it right here. Right there. Let me swatch it. It's really light. And this is a light medium beige brown, and it's metallic. It's very pretty. I actually thinned this out a little bit and put it right there. but it's a very, very great shade. It just really builds up, very creamy, it lasts beautifully. The next one is Gold Zouk. I can't pronounce it, S-O-U-K, Zouk, which is like a bazaar. And this is again light medium. It's a sparkling yellow gold, and this is one of the warmer shades. And so, you can see it right there. These aren't going to show up, so I have outdoor swatches, but these are just too light to show up inside on my wrist. This I put in the inner corner of my eye, and when I have darker shades like this, I actually can pull it off if I do one of two things. Take a lighter color like this and put it right, actually I'm going to do it with a brush so you can see. You can do it wet or dry depending on how dark you want this to look or how dramatic. I usually prefer it not wet and dry. Just put it right in the inner corner and right in here. And when I have a darker eye, it just really opens up my eyes and it doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look overdone for some reason, just that tiny step. Or I dot it right here. But on this particular palette, I really prefer to put it in the inner eye. So both of these are kind of glittery, shimmery, metallic, very pretty. And these both lasted about 8 hours on me. The next one, Aladdin's Lamp. And this one, so now we're getting into the darkers. This one's a medium dark, so we're starting to get in the darker ones. But it's not super dark. Right there. And I did purples on my eyes right now. One is a brownish purple, but... And this I thought was, again, a warmer tone. It's frosted. It's kind of a medium dark brown. But because it's kind of frosted and metallic, those always on me look a little cooler tone, just on me personally. And again, smooth, creamy, easy to blend, beautiful. I wore this for a couple days, so I tried a whole bunch of different looks. I really like the greens in this palette. The next one is Sultan's Garden. It's a dark smoky green, and it's got kind of, let me show you. It's got gold sparkle in it. And I don't know, I think it might have green sparkle, but I can't tell for sure. I think it does. It's a really beautiful shade. This one works really well on the inner. I almost wore this for the video, but then I just felt like doing the purples. This works really beautifully on the inner part of your eye, right in here. And then using the next one in the outer half. Ooh, I just darkened that somehow. I hate when I do that. This is the next one. And this is Hocus Pocus. You can see those two together. Very different effect, right? This one's kind of more of a smoky olive, and this one's got just almost, I don't know, it almost has, it's like a jade. This is a rich medium dark green, and it has like a jade teal. Again, these are leaning a little bit metallic, which on me always goes cooler tone. I don't see that in a lot of other videos, so I wonder if it's just on me, but I always feel like on me it just makes it look a lot more cooler. The next one, Sinbad Seas. This is a really pretty. I also almost did the blues, but I usually do blues when I do these types of videos, so I decided not to. This right here, again, see, it's kind of metallic, and this is a rich purple with a blue kind of an undertone to it, and it's definitely a cooler tone. And these darker ones are lasting a good 8-9 hours, but I feel like they do fade a little, which is why I prefer them with a primer. The next one is Genie. And this one I actually have on. It's right here. I'll show you in a minute. That right there. And this is a bronzy brown. It's very metallic, but I almost see a little bit of a plum undertone, and I put this in the inner part of my eye. And I can't tell. I then put a purple in the crease, which I'll get to, and another purple on the outer part. I can't tell where one begins and the other ends. Again, very metallic, but I kind of feel like the plum, when I put it on me, it shows up a lot stronger than when I just swatch it. The next one's Black Magic. Black Magic. This is a navy blue. Let's see where I can put that. And it's almost like quite a black. I don't know if anyone ever, I've been thinking lately a lot about the Urban Decay black palette, which had different colors with a black undertone. This is like a black undertone. I can almost see a little bit of purple in this one also. This one I didn't have as much luck with. It's not as shimmery as metallic as the others, but it's still a cool tone. Lasted about 7 hours. Stallion. This one is a burgundy, and this one is burgundy, and this is a dark burgundy on me, and it's kind of in between a cool and a warm on me. For a purple, it seems a little warmer tone than most because it's got a little bit of like a brown tint to it, but I still feel like it's got a little cool tone on me. And this is right in the outer corner of my eyes. You can build it up a lot darker, but then I start looking like I'm just putting gobs of makeup on my face, quite frankly. So these are dark to the point where unless I'm just wearing them as a liner or in the crease, I really can't build them up. I look terrible. And it's a matte, and it's a little bit more sheer than some of the others, a little bit stiffer. But I like it. I do like it. The next one is Sorcerer. Let's grab Sorcerer right there. I'm running out of space. There's Sorcerer. And this is a navy blue. It's darker. It's actually got Black Magic. I can show you next to it. I like playing with these together. It's darker than Black Magic. Black Magic is right there, but I also think it's a little bit less blue. And it's almost got a little bit of purple to it. And it has more of a satin finish, not as metallic as the rest of these. Valley of Diamonds I have in my crease and under my eyes. It's right there. It's kind of, I don't know, this one's lighter than some of the ones before it. It's medium dark, and it's like a purple, almost like a red wine undertone. And it has gold sparkles in it. And this I like putting under my eye. So I have the gold right here that then goes into the purple and the gold, and then I put a little bit in the crease. The last one is 1001 Nights. And this is a super great black. I was really impressed. It's got a pearly sheen to it. It's just amazing. Actually, it feels creamy. Like, I don't know, of all of them, it feels the most creamy when I go into the pan. Look at that. It almost, I don't know, it almost looks like glossy, satiny. And it's really amazing. This wore so well. I used just a regular shadow brush, flat shadow brush. I used a little bit of this to kind of soften the lines, and then I used this tiny little liner. But I wet the black and I just dotted it on really super soft because I can't wear a hard, heavy black line. Dotted it on super soft on into the lashes a little bit. And then I just put a little bit right under here because that always defines my eye a little bit better. And then softened it, blended it a little bit. It lasted like 10 plus hours. It's just an amazing. I don't know if you can see the finish online, but just amazing. It's an amazing shade. So anyway, overall, I really was thrilled to try it. I need to use this when I want kind of a more soft, not soft, when I want a more smoky look, but it's a great palette for getting that kind of smoky, I think it's great for fall, smoky, sexy kind of thing going on. And then I wore a light lipstick. And then the other thing you can do is you can put, if you really want to smoke it up, just put a black liner on the upper waterline or the upper and lower waterline. You can get a really great, amazing smoky eye that's even smokier than what I have right now. And then I lost my product somewhere. There it is. Oops, there went my coloring. I hate when I do that. So I've discovered a new trick for my lashes. So if anyone thinks my lashes look better, please let me know so that I know the trick works. It's not just my imagination. I have been playing around with the Tarte Lash Primer. I put that on first, and then I put on, everyone who's asked me about my lashes recently has heard the same answer, the L'Oreal Manga Mascara, which I've also read doesn't work so great for people who don't have long lashes, but I do have long lashes, though they're very light. And I think it almost looks like false eyelashes. It particularly builds up my lower lashes, which is kind of odd because I have a hard time building those up. So anyway, that's my new trick. If it works, let me know. If it doesn't work, well, oh well. And I'm like all over the place today. I've been so busy. I have my new book out, which is Escape by Megan Lisa Jones. It's a terrorist thriller novel, which won't appeal to everybody, but I am doing a giveaway for a little bit. So if you see this right after I put this up, I will be getting that giveaway up on YouTube, and you can maybe win a copy. That's it. Thanks very much, and please subscribe.